Breaking news this morning, Gu Kailai, the wife of fallen Chinese Communist Party star Bo Xilai, has been charged with intentional homicide of British businessman Neil Heywood. There she is on the left on your screen. Joining us from Beijing right away is Carlos Tejada. Good morning, Carlos.
Morning, Rolf.
So what do we know?
Well, it looks like this is going to be the beginning of the process of the authorities finally coming down on Bo Xilai. We never know until it happens, of course, but it was believed that the criminal case against his wife was going to be the first step in the overall prosecution. Now we'll wait to see if that happens, for sure.
Okay, this, of course, just to remind everyone, this was a fairly huge fall for Bo Xilai. Remind us about him and his fall.
Well, he was once a star of the Communist Party elite, and he was widely expected to take a very senior position in an upcoming leadership change. Happens once a decade. It was coming later this year, and it would have been a very big deal because he had very interesting ideas on former Cultural Revolution style cultural measures and state role in business. Now with his fall, it exposes fissures in the Communist Party in China, and the big question has been, are they going to take care of this case before the leadership transition begins? If they don't, it just hangs over the proceedings.
Okay, Carlos, one last question for you. In your report, in the report from the Chinese, I guess it notes, quote, that Miss Gu and her son had, quote, conflicts of economic interests. I was wondering, do we know what that refers to? And secondly, what that has to do with Mr. Heywood?
Well, we don't entirely know what it's referring to yet. The authorities use sort of the Chinese version of John Doe to refer to Gu Kailai's son, which suggests that he is not being charged, he's not being suspected of the wrongdoing.
This is the son who, by the way, has been in the United States, right?
A case of poisoning of Neil Heywood.
This is, by the way, the son of who's been in the United States?
That's right.
Okay, great. So we'll obviously have a lot more to watch there. Fascinating, a breaking story. Carlos, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Rolf.